याद में हम तो सदा महफूज हुए हैं दाता तेरी याद में। बिन मांगे सब कुछ है पाया, क्या मांगू फरियाद में। तू ही समझता दिल को हमारे, करता मेरी हिफाजत है। तुझ पर ही तो हक है सारे, तू ही मेरी ताकत है। तू ही समझता दिल को हमारे, करता मेरी हिफाजत है। तुझ पर ही तो हक है सारे, तू ही मेरी ताकत है। तू ही सबसे पहले दिल में, बाकी सब है बाद में। हम तो सदा महफूज हुए हैं भगवन तेरी याद में। तू ही सबसे पहले दिल में, बाकी सब है बाद में। हम तो सदा महफूज हुए हैं भगवन तेरी याद में। दिल जो गाता तू वो गजल है, तू ही भरता मुझ में बल है। तुझसे मुकम्मल मेरी सांसें, तू ही जीवन सबका तराशे। दिल जो गाता तू वो गजल है, तू ही भरता मुझ में बल है। तुझसे मुकम्मल मेरी सांसें, तू ही जीवन सबका तराशे। तुमने दी है हर एक खूबी मुझको आशीर्वाद में। हम तो सदा महफूज हुए हैं साहिब तेरी याद में। तुमने दी है हर एक खूबी मुझको आशीर्वाद में। हम तो सदा महफूज हुए हैं साहिब तेरी याद में। तुमने थामा हाथ है मेरा इस बदलते दौर में। तू ही मेरे मन का सुकून है दुनिया के इस शोर में। तुमने थामा हाथ है मेरा इस बदलते दौर में। तू ही मेरे मन का सुकून है दुनिया के इस शोर में। पाए हैं तुमसे सभी खजाने मैंने जायदाद में। हम तो सदा महफूज हुए हैं ईश्वर तेरी याद में। पाए हैं तुमसे सभी खजाने मैंने जायदाद में। हम तो सदा महफूज हुए हैं ईश्वर तेरी याद में। मौला तेरी याद में, या रब तेरी याद में, दाता तेरी याद में।
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti. Good to see you again. My apologies, firstly. Last week I had to cancel the class because I was very tight with lockig jaw. But anyway, it's okay. Before we start what Baba said today, Baba's one of the main points today is those who do service for Baba, their happiness will never disappear, correct? Their happiness will never disappear. Okay, so Baba said that, and then those who follow Baba, their happiness will also never disappear. So that was very intoxicating. Whatever we are doing here is Baba's service, is my service, is your service, is all our service, because it's Baba's service. So I was today having a thought in the morning that when I was talking to Baba, then I said, if at all any of you need help anytime, either now or later, next month, next year, anytime, on whatever you're doing, especially the poster designing, the website, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, you're always free to contact me, okay? So do not hesitate. Anytime you can contact me. Yeah. And also I was very extremely happy. Sister Eva from Greece had actually sent me some of her work. I was very intoxicated, very happy, but I could not respond to her. I'm sorry, Sister Eva, all right? I could not respond to her again because it was quite tight, okay? But I will, all right? Okay. So if there's any questions, anytime, you can always ask me, okay? Do not feel that you're troubling me because Baba's service is our service, your service, it's all everyone's service. So if one of Baba's children doesn't do it well, it's the same as I am not doing well. We have to think like that, okay? All right. So today we have another 3 lessons. I've put it as 3 lessons. But we can add later on if you want, no problem. You can always even Zoom with me separately if you need it. Okay. But what I'm going to do is, I thought that you will now require homeworks. That means I'm going to give you projects. I'm going to show you. That means in the next 2 or 3 lessons, you yourself, by yourself, must be able to put up a full website. You must design it yourself. So I'm going to show you a few more things which I haven't shown. I know previously I showed you something on the jQuery script, but I did not finish that. Don't worry, towards the end, I will cover it, everything, and show you all how to do it, not to worry. But I need to show you a few more things. And then I will be giving you homework from now onwards, which means you will do it throughout the week and finish or not, mistake or not so nice, don't worry about all those. I will show you how to save it as a website and send it to me. Okay, so when I open it here, it will look exactly same like how you have built it. So I will show it to you today. So that means whoever is doing it, even if you have done little bit, send it to me, don't worry. And then I will try to give some feedback. If I cannot, then I will give feedback on Saturdays, okay? So I hope all of you can actually work together with that, all right? Okay, so all right, okay. And let's get started. So today we're going to start a new project. That means we are going to start a brand new file, and I'm also going to show you a few more new stuffs, okay? Especially the links. There's so many, what do you call, out there in the internet, things which are free for us to use. There are just too many. I can't show you all, but we'll try to use as much as possible, okay? Because it's free. Why you want to waste money, isn't it? So we have to save Baba's money. So that's the whole idea of this course. Okay, so let's move on into my, okay, I'm going to go into my sublime. All right, so let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. Hang on. You can see my blue screen, right? Now, sometimes my speaker sound goes away. In case you cannot hear me, stop me and tell me something, okay? All right. So right now you can see my blue screen. If you cannot, let me know you cannot. Okay, okay, good. Now I'm going to create my sublime here, okay? And I'm going to close my video, okay? All right. I'm going to create my sublime here. And all of you know how to create file, right? Let's create a file. Can you do that for me? Just double click here. Just double click on here. It will come, right? And then just save it as, all right? I think you know this. Where is it? Save as, okay? Let's save it. But now I want you to save it somewhere else. You can save it anywhere else. But I'm going to create a new folder. So everything is going to be new. Everything is new, all right? So let's create a new folder. And I'm going to call it as project, today's date, November 13. Is it 13 today for you? Okay, yes. So November 13 project, okay? Because we're going to start from scratch. So I want you to have that practice again, all right? So let's do that. And then double click on that. Can you do that? And save it as index.html. Always must be index when you are doing your real stuff. Previously, we did give other name like test1, test2. That's what testing. But when you're going to upload into the internet, it has to be index.html. So please save it. Okay, so you got this right? Everybody got this? Hopefully you got it. Okay, all right. Now don't forget, also go back to your, this one, folder, right? Go back to your folder. Everybody, I think should be okay. Please create a folder called videos and images, standard procedure. Let's create that, okay? Let's create our, make sure it's in the November 13 file, not somewhere else. Okay, then if not, you cannot read. So, okay, let's create another folder, Shift Control N. I'm going to call it as video. Make sure you have a standard name, videos or video. Choose one and don't change, because then if you put it wrongly, it won't read again. So I'm always calling it as videos. I'm also going to create one more called images. I think you are quite expert in this, correct? Okay, so at least you have now 3, correct? Okay, everybody's okay, I think. Okay, good. So now let's go back. Now, what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to open Bootstrap. Please go to Bootstrap. Please copy your template, please. What template? Starter template. Can you do that for me on your own? Go back to Bootstrap 4.6. You all know this. I'm just going to go slow. You need to get your starter template. Go for your starter template. Starter template. The starter template will have everything. Automatically, all the links, whatever, it's all done for you. Okay, so just copy that, copy, and please paste it in your HTML. Okay, you know that. I think all of you know this. Anybody don't know, just say repeat. Just let me know, okay? All right, I hope you're okay. Please save it. Don't forget to save. Okay, and then please open it and check whether this word hello world comes out. Hello world, make sure it's working. All right, so I'm going to go back. Hello world. Okay. Yes, mine works. I hope yours works too. Okay, should be okay. I don't think it's a problem. Let's create some gap between the 14 and 15 line. Create a gap because we don't want to disturb the quotes at the bottom. All right. Let's create some gap. Okay, good. I hope you're okay. Clear, right? Okay, I think everybody's clear. Now, next step, we want to have a container. Let me remove the hello world. I don't want the hello world. I want to remove the hello world. Just remove it. Okay, save it. Now go to the Bootstrap. Copy for me a container, please. Let's use container fluid. All right. Choose container fluid for me and paste it here. Could you do that for me? I'm going to be a bit slow. Okay, container. Go for container. Everybody knows this. If you have forgotten, just stop me for a while. Choose container. Okay, scroll down. I want fluid. You know container fluid. Actually, you can type it by now, isn't it? You know how to type it. Container fluid. Let's copy that. Okay, let's do that. So I've got my container fluid here. Okay, I've got that. Let me make this big. Good. Now I want two things inside. What is that? Okay, let's create space. We don't want to have mistakes. Okay, remember you must always have your partner. I would like you to have H1 Brahma Kumaris. Just put Brahma Kumaris, your country, Brahma Kumaris. Let's put H1. You all know how to do H1, right? H1, tap, tap. Okay, all right, and then put Brahma Kumaris. Let's type that. Okay, you can put country name or just leave it. Okay, it's fine. Brahma Kumaris, save it. All right, hopefully okay. Good. Now let's check whether it works. It should work. Okay, we have Brahma Kumaris. Good. Now, what I have not taught you so far, I think you're getting this, right? You see, this is Google's, this font is Google's standard. I'm not sure what is this. Maybe it's Calibri. I think it's Calibri. So Google has chosen a standard thing, Calibri, but we don't want, maybe we want something different. But the thing is, you may put something, but if the person who is looking at it doesn't have it in their laptop, that font, then they won't see what you have created. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you put some other font, very unique font, and you typed it, but it is inside your laptop. So therefore, for you, your website will look with that creative font. But however, when somebody else opens in their laptop, because they don't have it in their laptop, that font, it's going to look ordinary font. You know what I'm saying? So anytime we add a new type of font, creative font, we must tell the HTML that I'm adding. So which means whatever different kind of fonts, if you want everybody to see it, then you must actually add it in the head section. So I want to show it to you in a short while. Huh? Okay, so now let's create some space between the head and the body. Okay, and then change the title, please. What's the title? It's not Hello World. Change the title so that you can put as what? BK November 13. Today's 13, right? So that we know, because every week maybe we're going to have different projects. Okay, so let's call it BK November 13. Okay, good. So now you're clear. The next part, I will also would like you to, could you paste for me the navigation bar, the nav bar? Remember the nav bar? All right, nav bar. There are many nav bars, but choose the one for time being. Let's go back to our 4.6 bootstrap. I'm going to choose a nav bar. I think you also know this. Choose, I don't want this. This one I don't want. Why? Because here there's a search. Can you see? A search will involve slightly more advanced. Maybe later when you are quite good, we'll go into this. So I don't want this for time being. A search is like, let's say your website is very big and there's a lot of information. So if they type something here like Dadi Janki, it will tell you where Dadi Janki is. We will do that later on, okay? Okay, next part, when we have time, okay. So let's go to something clickable like previously we did. This one is okay, but I don't have that drop-down link. And I click drops. So if you want a drop-down link, then look for it. Look for it. It should be, there here. All right. And so I'm going to choose this. This is what we used previously. All right. Let's choose this. So copy it. Could you paste it in the right place? Where are you going to paste? I'll give you time. Where are you going to paste? Careful. So you need to paste it, I think, below the H1. We can try that. Let's try. Okay. Let's try. Let's try. Yeah. You copy first. Copy and Control V, please. Okay. There's a lot of files there. Okay. Good. So, okay. So I've got my H1. I've got my nav here, nav bar. Please save it. Please check how it looks like. I wait for you. Okay. It does work. For me, it works. This is how it looks like. Okay. Everybody's okay? Now let's wait for a few minutes, 1-2 minutes, give you time. Now, I also realize that when people come to your website, because they already know it's Brahma Kumaris, you don't have to have a big header like Brahma Kumaris. There's no need. You know why? Because they're already in your website. They know it's Brahma Kumaris. So you have two options. Do you want to make the header very big, like previously we did? Remember, we did very big. But then I was thinking there's no need. You can make it smaller and nicer, thinner, depending. So you have two choices. So you, as the designer, you decide with your team members whether you want a big header or a small header. Okay, so today I'm going to go small header. The reason is when you have small header, maybe I'll go even smaller than this. I'll show you. If you have a small header, you have more space here. You see, you have more space here, which means you can show more stuffs. But if you have a big header, then the header is taking a lot of space. Information, the landing page, the front page cannot be seen so clearly. So you need to decide what you want. All right? Okay, now good. Now next, let's try something else. This side here, what is this? The nav bar is here, Brahma Kumaris is here, right? Now, I don't want this font. All right? I don't want this font, but I want some other font. Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to try this. H1, right? Let me make bigger. I want you to use this font, Quicksand. Quicksand. I think you don't have Quicksand in your laptop, but I have it. I have it. So I'm going to show you what happens. So let's type, okay? Let's do it together. Style, please. Type style. I wait for you. Style. Font family. Font family. And choose Quicksand. How many of you have Quicksand? I don't think you have Quicksand in your laptop, but I have it. So I want to show you the difference. Okay, you got it? So I'm going to save it. I give you time. I give you time. We do it together today. Make sure you have your inverted commas and the semicolon. If not, it won't read. Okay, you got it right? Save it. I'm going to save. My lettering, can you see my font? It became very thin and different. Now, please tell me, does yours look like this or different? I don't know. Does yours look like this? Everybody, anybody's looks different? Slightly different. Can you see? The reason is Google will pick the closest, but it won't give. So Priya is saying different. Bhavna is slightly different. Maybe Bhavna has some similar font. Can you see? This is what happens. So if you are doing some other font, Google will, the people who are looking at it don't have that font. So Google will suggest something similar that is inside your laptop. You get it? Let's solve this problem. Everybody understands what I'm trying to say, right? Okay, good. So what I'm going to do now is, okay. So I'm going to open my new Google and go to Google. You can do it together. Go to Google Fonts. Now everything here is free. Can you see Google Font? Click on that, please. Click on that. Go to fonts.google.com. All right, fonts.google.com. Click on that. Okay, all right. So I hope it looks like this. So if you, some of you may be doing in French, am I right? French or whichever language, Greece language, I'm not sure. Because remember, if you put up something in Greek language, or French, if I don't have that font in my computer, if I don't have it in my computer, the font will look different. So if you are spreading it to the entire world, then you have to paste that font link. If not, people like me who don't have the font will not be able to see it in the exact shape and design. Okay, so right now you got so many things. Okay, whatever you like, you can choose. Okay, I leave it to you. Okay, but today we are going to choose. Please type quicksand. Please type quicksand here. Can you see quicksand? All right. No. So quicksand, there's so many here. There's so many. So can you see variables are here? So what I'm going to do is, now I need to download this. There's two ways to do. So now here you can adjust the size here. All right. But later we'll see that. Now what I'm going to do is, for me, in my screen, can you see this four thing? This like a window. If I click that, now, if I click that, okay, again, what am I doing? Okay, so quicksand. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so this is how you're seeing it, right? So click on the quicksand. Then you'll get all the styles that you want. Can you see? Now, all the styles. Now, you can choose which style you want, light 300, 400, thickness, or you can actually take everything you want, okay? You can even adjust the weight up to whatever. Then you can see how thin you want and so on, okay? I think the thinness looks like 300. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, okay? I'm going to select the light 300. Then click on this. Can you see what I just did? Select whichever you want. You can actually select everything, it's no problem. I can select everything because you might use it, okay? All right, select everything. Now, if you want to download the family, can. Download means it will become part of your laptop. Then after that, you can use it for anything. But right now, we are not interested for the laptop, not for the laptop. We are more interested in showing it to the world. So therefore, I'm going to click this corner. Can you see? Okay, I'm going to click it. Whatever I've selected is all here. Okay, now if you don't want, you can remove it. When you select this, it will give you the code. Can you see? It's going to give you the code. Don't download because I'm not interested to download. Download means it goes into your computer. I'm not interested in that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this code. Can you see? Copy this code. Copy this link. All right. Can you see what they say? To embed a font, that means to make it part of your HTML, copy the code into the head section of your HTML. So whatever link normally we will put in the head. All right. Could you copy this? I'll give you some time. All right. I'm going to give you some time. Okay. What did I do? I will repeat. Those who know can do it. All right. So copy whichever you want. Whichever, if you don't want, just remove, but doesn't matter. Copy everything. Okay. This is how it's going to look like. Okay. See the size of the font. So this is very thin. My computer doesn't have something thin, so this is thin. So I like it. Okay. I leave it to you. So you can choose any other font. Okay. You got the link already? Good. So let's get the link. Let's get the link. All right. Copy the link, please. Okay. Copy the link. Now, also, before you paste, now look at this bottom here. So this is our font family, quicksand. So if you want the header to become quicksand, you can paste this in your style. Okay. So I'm going to copy the link first. Copy the link. Copy the link. All right. I've copied it. Control C. Let me go back to my Sublime. Everybody has copied? Okay, good. Now just paste it just below. Don't put on the top. Always the bootstrap. Can you see here? Bootstrap 4.61. Make sure the bootstrap is always on top. Everything else comes down. Paste it somewhere here. Paste it. Okay, paste it. Okay, done. So save it. So I've pasted it. Okay. Now, remember the style, the font family, the font family. You can just type quicksand, or you can go back to that Google thing. Go back to the Google thing, Google font. Copy this font family if you want to. Just copy it. Okay, and then paste it at your style. Remember, don't remove any of the inverted commas. All right, be careful. Make sure the inverted commas are always there. Paste it. At the end, there must be a semicolon. Save it. Now, please check. Did your web page change? Did it change? Something else? It could have become thicker. Did it change? Give me some views. I'll give it time. I'll give it time. Has it changed? Okay, wait. Hang on. We haven't finished that. Give it time. I think some are still doing it. Okay. Okay, it works. Right. Good. Now, try removing the sans serif. Sans serif. I'm going to remove the sans serif. Sans serif is just a family. You can just remove it with the comma here. See whether any difference. Because sometimes, you can choose. But then it doesn't make much difference, which means it doesn't matter. You can just type quicksand. Okay. Now, however, I'm not happy with this. You know why? Because it looks very thick. So now I'm going to show you one more thing which I didn't show you. Now look at this. Look, if you're looking at my line 13, I have downloaded Family Quicksand. Can you see that? And the weight is 300, 400, 500, 600 means 700 means very thick. So if you want very thick or very light, I think now is somewhere in the middle. It is choosing automatically middle, 500, because I didn't specify. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to specify, and the name is called font weight. Is there a weight there? Please check. Can you see? Weight, put 300. That's it. No pixel. Just put 300. I want the thinnest. See what happens. Any changes? Mine became very thin. And then you can try 700. Is there a change? Just test it out. Now, I want you to know this technique because it's useful. You can make very creative stuffs. Please let me know if it works for you. Again, I'll show you my HTML. All right. Now, they're here. Okay, font weight, don't put PX behind. Font weight is just the number. Font weight is just the number. So now you have something thin. Okay, great. So this is how you can play with the various fonts, nice fonts. So because we don't want the same stuff, it doesn't look good. Nowadays, people like thin font. It looks more, not sure, maybe fashionable. Okay, good. All right, so you are getting it right. Now, next, what I want to do is, you see this, everybody's okay, right? Any problem, let me know. Okay. Next, I want this light color bar to be full, 100%. But you see, mine is stopping here. Mine is stopping here, and there's a gap here, but I want it full. If you want it full, if you want it all full, you can do it. Okay, just put, I'm just showing you if you want it. Container, right? Container, just remove the padding. Padding 0, margin 0. That's it. It will go 100% to the full in the container. If you want, but if you don't want, let me try. There can you see it's full. Then you can push it aside. Maybe this looks nicer. Okay, maybe it looks nicer. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so let's put a padding 0, margin 0. Can? Okay. Also, do you want the light background or you don't want the light gray color background? Okay, now the Brahma Kumaris, I want to push it a bit to the right. What do you do? Please quickly tell me. Brahma Kumaris, I want to push it a bit to the right. What do? You need to add padding left, right? Where will you add the padding left? You must add it in H1, but H1 is red color, so you can't add the yellow like that. You need to type padding left. Please type padding left if you want it to be aligned. Padding left, okay. How many pixels? 10 pixel. Try and see what happens. 10 pixel, huh? I'm trying 10 pixel. Okay, good. Save it. Check. It moved a bit. Okay, it looks okay to me. Fine. Okay. All this now you know how to do. The next part, I also think that the font here, the gray color thing that you see is a bit too thick. Maybe it's too thick and too far. Too thick and too far. So let's adjust that. Let's adjust that stuff. Okay. Let's adjust that stuff. Let's try and see how it works. Okay. I'm going to adjust and make the padding of the gray color thinner. Try and see. Let's try. So where is the gray color? The gray color is here. Can you see? On number 27. There, BG light. BG light means gray, right? BG light means gray color. BG white means white. Okay. All right. So now let's put padding 0. Let's put padding 0, see what happens. Just save it. You try and see. Try and see. Padding 0, does it change? It became thinner. Nice. But what I want is, I want padding left. I still want some padding left. So can you please put padding left? Let's put PL. Let's put as 5, but 5 is too big. Okay, so it will override. When you put padding left 5, it will override the padding 0 for the left-hand side. I think it should. That's too much. But it's up to you. Do you think it should be here or corner? I leave it to you. You play with it. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to go with 2, PL2. PL2, padding left. Maybe padding 3. Okay, padding 3. Padding 5 looks okay as well. Okay, nice. All right. So is that okay with you? Okay, good. All right. So now this is smaller, but can we make it even smaller, Brahma Kumaris? You know how to make it smaller, right? I leave that to you. Okay, so if you want to make it smaller, go to H1. All right, go to H1. And then you can actually change the size, the Brahma Kumari size. Okay, I leave that to you for time being. Okay, you play with that. Okay. Now, next thing which I didn't show you yet is, okay, now, is everybody okay up to now? Okay, I think so. Okay, now there's 2 ways of attaching a background image. There's 2 ways to attach background image. One is, which we have done before, that is, we put a div here. Remember, we make a box here. We make a box. We make a box here, and then div. We call it div, right? We put a container here, and then we put the image responsive. Am I right? That's image responsive, which means the image is inside the box. But now another way of doing it is, we put the entire background becomes the image, which means no matter how much you scroll down or up, you can scroll up and down, the image will always be there. You get what I'm saying? There's 2 ways to put image. If you make a box here, a container, and put the image, when you scroll, the image will move because the container will move. That's one option, which we have done before. But now, let's say you want the image permanently attached behind, which means the image will always be there. But other things on top of it, when you scroll, will move. But the image won't move. You know what I mean? I want to show you that. Okay. So let's download some images. Okay. Let's download some images. Okay. Let's go to some image. Okay. So I'm going to say Brahma Kumaris meditate Shiv Baba, whatever. All right. What image you like, you choose. Okay. All right. You want to put Shiv Baba? Fine. Something else. Okay. Choose one, please. And please, can you just choose one and save it in your image? Okay. Can you just save it in your image? Preferably, when you choose something, you want to choose. Look at the size. You see, can you see I chose Shiv Baba? But when I go on top of it, the size is 1280. Choose something big, not too small. Choose something big, right? As a background image, the bigger it's clearer, the pixel. All right, I'm going to choose this. So let's choose this and download behind. Okay, download. So I'm going to save this image. You can choose anything else. Choose a few. All right. I suggest you choose a couple of photos. All right. Save image as. Make sure it is saved at the right place. I'm going to leave that to you to save about 3 or 4 photos. Can you please do that for me? Just call it with simple name, please. I'm just going to call it as pick one or P1. That's it. Okay, P1. Okay, I'm just going to call it P1. Done. All right. Oh, something's not right. Why? Oh, this is some. Okay. Hang on. All right. So let me just check. Can you see this? You see, I've downloaded something. Now, when I try to open, this is CR file. It is not going to read. So you have downloaded a wrong file. I have downloaded a wrong file. So I'm going to throw it off. Make sure you download JPEG or PNG. So it's a wrong file. Okay, I can't download this. It's not going to work. So I'm going to put something else. Now choose anything you like. I'm just giving you a few minutes. Just choose about 3 or 4 and please save it, please. Anything, any picture is fine. This looks good because it's 12190. Okay, that's nice. Save the image. Okay, where is it saving? Correct. I'm just going to call picture 1P1. Good, done. Okay. All right, so that's done. Let's choose one more. Is there another one? Okay, another one, maybe a bigger size. Choose something bigger size. Okay, I know you already have all this somewhere, but let's do it again. Make it fast. P2, please. Let's choose P2. Okay. I'm not waiting for you. I leave it to you to quickly get 3 or 4 pictures. Okay, done. All right, so that's good. Okay. I think, okay, I'm going to settle with 2 first. All right, let's settle with 2. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, I've got 2 pictures now. Okay, now you're ready? All right, shall we go? Hannah? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is under your title, right? Under your title, you can just put style. Tab. Just get the style, right? CSS, right? You all know this style. And you can remove this. I just need the style only. I think we have done this before, so you should know. Make sure it's, I think it should be inside the head for it to read. Okay. All instructions normally go inside the head, generally. Okay. All instructions. Okay. Okay. So I've got a style here. Now what I want to do is I want to attach the photo, the image to the background. So what you do is you just type, are you all okay? Am I too fast? Let me know. Just type background image. Okay, sorry. Again, okay. Type, where am I attaching the image? Where am I attaching the image? I'm attaching the image on the body. So the body you must mention. I want to put it on the body. It's a body like this. Can you see? Then, okay, don't forget your brackets. So it must instruct, okay, put it on the body, please. Because here we didn't have any class name. So therefore, it's the entire body. Okay. Then everybody's got it. Body, yeah? Under the style, please. Okay. Then the next part, please put background. Where am I typing? Just type inside the body. Type background, please. Background image. Okay. You getting it? So now we have to put the image, yeah? But when you're putting in the body, that's slightly different. You have to mention URL. Can you see that? Please tap it, tap. You should get something like this. And then click the single inverted commas, like this. Wait. Please check first. Are you getting it? Now you please type the name of the image. Where's your folder first? What's your folder? What's your folder? All right, let's put your folder. Images / what's the name of the photo you want to put? Okay, I'm going to put P2. P2. You can put any picture, but don't directly put. I suggest you use Photoshop or PowerPoint to make it nicer, to make it look nicer. All right. So .jpg. Save it. Save it, please. Getting it? Okay, let's see what happens. Everybody's got that? I wait for you. I've got something like this coming up. Now this is permanent. So now this is my picture. I wait for you. I wait for you. Can? Okay. You okay? All right, good. Now, but we have to put one more instruction. But for now, it's the whole thing. But never mind, we will adjust it accordingly. All right, so let's move on. Then you must say background, background cover, get background size. Look for background size. Do you have background size? Background size. Now, sometimes the photo, if the photo is small, it won't cover. It will just cover a small part. So if your image is very small, see, our photo right now is just nice size, so it covered nicely. But if your photo is very small, then you have to tell, please cover the whole thing. So you might as well type it cover standard. Okay, you getting it? Now, okay, same thing, nothing will happen. Okay. Now, however, sometimes if your photo is small, something else will happen. The small photo will repeat itself many times because you're asking it to cover a small photo. So it might have multiple small photos. See, it will happen. Who's saying? Pritish is saying it happened to me. Okay. So when you have a small photo, it's happening to you right now. Is it, Pritish? Okay. All right. Okay. So if it happens to you, it's because your image is too small. That's why I wanted you to choose that 1,200 at least minimum. 1,900 is the best. It covers automatically. But if it doesn't, it's okay. I will tell you how to do it. Okay. So I think some of you are getting multiple small images. It might happen. So what you need to do now is background, again, background repeat. Type repeat. Can you see that? Background repeat. That means you don't want it to repeat. Type no repeat. Put no repeat. Save it, please. Okay. So this will happen if your photo is too small. It will repeat. So right now we don't want it to repeat. Please tell me, is it solved for some of you? But sometimes when the picture is too small, then it gets stretched. Doesn't look so good also. All right, doesn't look so good. Okay. All right, now. Fine. Okay, fine. Okay. So it works. Now let's directly do some adjustments here. Okay. Now, so now you have this photo, but I'm not so keen with this white thing. This background here looks white. You can actually remove it. But if you remove, then this thing is going to be on an orange background, which doesn't look good. Also, when the whole thing looks orange, you see, you must understand color. It doesn't look good. There's such thing called as the third rule. The third rule. Uh, the third rule when designing something, you can copy it down. It's called a third rule. Watch it on YouTube or just read it out in Google. Third rule, which says that when you put a poster, break it into 9 boxes, grids. Have you seen 9 boxes when you take a photograph in your camera? Sometimes it appears. So I want you to read that. It says that place the image in just 1/3 of the section, so that the attention goes to, the attention can be 1/3. Yes, correct. All right. So now I want to use that rule. I'm sorry I didn't teach this during the training of Malaysia training, but I did teach it in the USA training. Okay, so those who attended the Malaysian training, doesn't matter, you read it up. Okay, now I'm going to change this. The easy way of doing it, you can adjust it in PowerPoint, Photoshop, but the easiest way, which automatically will do, is I'm going to use Paint. Okay, I'm going to use my Paint. Please watch. I'm going to click this, open my Paint. Paint is here, right? If you have a Paint, please open, and please open the P2 file, please, or whichever file. Please open that file, that picture in Paint. Please open it. The image P2. Okay, good. Okay, you got it right? Okay. Now, see what I'm going to do. Okay, all right. So I hope you have opened it. Now, Paint is quite useful, quite easy also, especially if you're not an expert in Photoshop. Okay, I'm just going to show you now. Right now, I have this photo here, right? The first thing I want to do is select all. So you can just click on the photo and then Control A. When you Control A, can you see the dotted lines appear? Okay, wait. Again, I'll do it for you. Wait, see, there's no dotted line here. Just press on it, Control A, dotted line appear. Right? Now, then I'm going to drag this photo, assuming I'm doing this, assuming. Okay, I just want to show you the effects so that you can play around. Because when you build a website, the images are very important. The images has to be stunning and creative and must tell messages. If you simply put boxes, it doesn't look so good. Okay, I'm just doing this, all right? And I'm not doing anything yet. No, I just moved it. Do you know how to move it? Again. Put the cursor on top, click on it, Control A. That means I've selected all. Then just drag it anywhere you like. I'm just going to drag it here. Done. Finished, huh? And I'm going to save it. I just want to show you first. I'm going to save it. Once you save, it's automatically updated in your website. Can you see? It's updated already. Now, you get what I'm saying, huh? Okay, now I'm going to make some more adjustment. See what I'm going to adjust. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, I don't like this square. It doesn't look natural to me. So I'm going to use my select. Can you see this select thing? Select. I'm going to just use select back here. I'm going to use a free form select. Free form. I'm just going to select it. Is it selecting? Okay. I'm just going to select it. And delete that. Done. Let's see what happens. Okay. All right. But PowerPoint is nicer to do because you can get that soft image, soft effect. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to save it. This is a very simple way of doing stuff. You've got something like that. But the only thing is this doesn't look nice. You need to give some effect here. All right. So the paint can't do this, but you can use some other software. Okay. All right. Okay. Now let me just do it again. So can you see? That means I've created the photo over here. And I've got now, nice, this can be clearly seen. I can have my wording here if I want to. Okay. But this manipulation of image, I think you can do on your own in Photoshop or PowerPoint. All right. Now, but I will still show it to you one more time in a different way. Okay. All right. So let's check. I'm just going to use PowerPoint again. Okay. See. So this, you know how to manage it, right? So let's undo it. Undo. Okay. I'll undo and I'm going to save it. So it will become original diagram like this. Okay. Now there's also an eraser here. Eraser. Can you see? I can actually erase and make it. I can actually erase it. So if you don't want that square stuff, you can actually erase it like this. And just everything else goes off. Okay, so all this part can be erased. And so you might just get the middle section. It's ways of being creative, all right? Just showing you the tools. Okay, now I'm going to go back to this. Okay, very quickly, I'm just going to spend 5 minutes here and then get my picture done. I'm just going to get my picture. You just watch first, then you can try it. Okay, done, right? Okay, now see what happens. I am now going to crop this. I'm now going to crop this. All of you seeing this, right? I'm going to crop it to shape of a triangle. And then, see, I just cropped it. Very simple, right? Again, if you're not sure how to crop it, picture format, crop to shape, crop to shape, choose whatever shape you want. You can even crop it in a circle, but choose crop. Can you see? It becomes anything. Now, if I choose this, and then I can create a picture effect. Can you see picture effect? Go to soft edges. This now I will place it here. You see? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy this thing, copy. I'm going to copy my photo here, copy. I'm going to go back to my paint. I'm going to delete this thing, all right? So I'm going to select everything here, delete. I'm going to paste this thing here. Let's say I do it here, done. And I'm going to save it. Let's check what happens. That, can you see that? It looks nice. So this is how you create some stunning images. Do not use direct photos because it's not going to look good. Do you understand what I'm saying? Wait, do you need a break? Do you need a 1 minute? Maybe we should have traffic control. All right, Sister Chai, maybe we can have traffic control. But let's give 1 minute for them to digest this. And then after 1 minute, ask some question, then we will have traffic control. Do you have any questions? Are you okay? So remember, rather than having big pictures, direct pictures, modify it a bit. So therefore, it might be attractive. So now if you want to move this up, what do? Move it up. There. Again, select everything. Move it up. That's it, done. Save it. Let's see whether it moves. It's here, right? Watch the image. It moved up. You can play with it. Let's say I don't want the whole thing. So I'm going to select all. Move it. If you want to create more space because you want to give writing and so on, because we just want people to see this stuff. That's it. Save. Okay, let's watch. That's it. Play around, move up, down, create, stunning. And then you can combine multiple. You can even put a swan here. You can put a Shiv Baba behind. If you don't know Photoshop, okay? Use this technique, create nice stuff. You okay? All right, let's stop. I'm going to stop this. Any questions here? Okay, great. Let's stop this, huh? Okay. Saya Ben, maybe we can have traffic control.
आवाज से परे मधुर साज से भरे अंदाज में बुलाए बाबा पुकार के बच्चिया आवाज से परे मधुर साज से भरे अंदाज में बुलाए बाबा पुकार के बच्चिया सितारों से दूर सितारों का जहां रहता परम सितारा बेहद सुकून वहां सितारों से दूर सितारों का जहां रहता परम सितारा बेहद सुकून बच्चिया बच्चिया दिखता सुंदर लहराए निरंतर आनंदित अंतर मौजों की मौज लेने का है समय वो प्रेम डोर से खींचे वहाँ जी भर निहार के लिए पंख प्यार के हम उड़ चले आवाज से परे मधुर साज से भरे अंदाज में बुलाए बाबा पुकार के बच्चिया राहें देखे बाबा बाहें खोले दिल से सुन ले मृदुल स्वर में वो बोले राहें देखे बाबा बाहें खोले दिल से सुन ले मृदुल स्वर में वो बोले कुर्बान करके आ पुराना जान सुन प्यार से पुकारे वो शिव क्षमा जी भर निहार के लिए पंख प्यार के हम उड़ चले आवाज से परे मधुर साज से भरे अंदाज
Okay, Om Shanti. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so you're here. Now, I also want to show you one more thing. Okay, let me show you something. I'm going to take Shiv Baba. I'm now in my Google image. I just want to show you some nice way of doing stuff. Okay. All right. So let's choose one of Baba's photo here, whichever you like. Maybe this. Does this work? Hope this works. Okay. I'm going to copy. I'm just going to copy this. I'm not going to save it. Just copy it. Just copied it. I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint. All of you are seeing my PowerPoint right now. I've got one more new slide. Okay, done, right? Let's see, before that, I'm also going to, okay. So now I want to crop this thing. Let's just take a few minutes. I want to show you something which is quite an interesting stuff. So once I've cropped to shape, it came like that, but I don't like the shape. So I'm going to crop it again, click normal crop. Then you can actually adjust it. See, you can adjust it. Okay, looks all right to me. If you want to adjust it further, you can. Okay, fine. Done. Okay. I'm going to apply picture soft edges. More soft edges. Let's put more soft. Okay, I've done this. All right, so let's drag it up a bit. Okay, can. Now I'm going to do something else. I'm going to insert a picture now. Oh. I'm going to take this picture. I'm going to overlap it. Okay, and I'm going to format this again. I'm going to crop it again. Good. See what I've done. I have actually created a new image. Can you see? I'm just showing you all this stuff because you can create your new photos rather than just copying from that Google image people have done. This looks completely different. Can you see now when I click this, I mean, you can always play with the color and so on, but it looks very unique, isn't it? No. So play around. So now that I've given you this idea of how to play around, keep experimenting and then make the front page. Because it's very nice, okay? Depending, you can even change Baba's color. Let's go back in picture format. Let's change the color a bit. You want slightly, you can even change it to any color. I don't know, but I mean, doesn't make sense. Okay, fine, doesn't matter. Okay, you can change the human being's color. Okay, I'll leave that to you. Now, why am I doing this, all these things? The reason is, you see, now you need to understand the psychology of non-Jnani people. Now, some of our website, we just will put Shiv Baba's photo. Now, you think carefully. You and I understand Baba's photo. Okay, fine. But when people look at it, they will say it's nice. Okay, it looks creative, but exactly what is this? They have no idea. Okay, they will think, oh, some creative stuff here. That's all, no. But that's not the point of having a website. The point of having a website is we are advertising. Which means when people come here, they must like, wow, unique. What is this? It's trying to tell us a story. You need to create such a front page. That means when people land in your web page, they must like look at it and for a few minutes, maybe at least 30 seconds, they must like look at it. Wow, this is nice. It's like some kind of a story. So I have something here. I am also now going to place something else. What is that? I can even put peace, global peace house behind. Is that possible? Let's try and see. All right. So now I've got this. I've got this actually. All right. I've got this picture. Now let's try to go to get a global peace house, which is Mauritius, right? Global peace house. But the problem is the photos that I found here, it doesn't look so nice. They are all small size. They're very blurred. So I suggest you take a nice photo. I'm just going to copy it for the purpose of this. I'm going to put it here behind. You see, it's very small. So when it's very small, and if I enlarge it, it doesn't look good. But never mind for the purpose of it. Okay, all right, here. Let's put this aside. So what I'm going to do now is, I am now going to do some stuff here. Watch. I'm going to delete this. This is a pen. This is a pen. I'm just drawing a pen like this. Can you see that? Okay. You saw that. And I'm going to make it white. And then I'm going to put shape effect, soft it. I've actually created a soft effect instead of the square. You see that? Good. Then I'm going to take this photo and I'm going to bring it in front, arrange it in front. Now there's more meaning to it. I mean, create stuffs like this. So which means when people land, they will see Global Peace House. Oh, this is their center. You see, you're giving them time to think about it. And then here you're saying something else. Then maybe here you have some swan on the lake. And then maybe hidden behind is, let's take this photo. Right? Let's take the whole thing, group it, copy. Let's remove this stuff. No. Okay, so I'm going to now make it small. I can even place it here. So which means now when people land, I mean, don't make it so too many stuffs. I'm just saying when people land on your page, they will now have things to think about. What is this? What is this? What is this? So be creative, play around, put multiple things, create your own image, but don't cover the whole thing. Follow the rules, third rule wherever. Create some white space also because you want to have some text and so on. Okay, so I'm going to leave that to you. I'm not going to touch this anymore, but I've given you an idea of how to do. So try this out. This week, you must try something like this. Don't go for the same standard old stuffs. All right, now let's get back to our work here. Okay, so I am now going to be happy with this for time being. Okay, let's move this up. Okay, right. Okay, right, save it. Okay, so I'm going to land like this. Good, okay. You okay with that? All right, good. No. Okay, so have you placed an image for time being? Okay, you want to place some image, it's okay, but I think you know how to do it, right? Now, then when the people land, they're going to look at this photo. Okay, okay. I'm going to leave this thing to you to create as a homework, and you later have to please make sure you give me a file. No, all right. You must make it serious. Remember, my time is Baba's time. Your time is also Baba's time. Wasting my time is wasting Baba's time. If I'm wasting your time because you don't do your work, that's also wasting Baba's time. It's seva time. So you have to be serious. Do something and give it to me. Okay. Now, so I have this photo. Now think, people come here, what are they looking at? Wow, this is meditation. But there's only one story here. You need to have at least 2 or 3 stories. So that is your work. Now, what do you think I should type here? You can either type Or you can put a card. Remember a card? We did a card. You want to put a card? Shall we put a card here? Remember the card we have in Bootstrap? You can put a card. Or you can just put H1 and type out something to explain this thing. Also possible. But you have to test it out. Let's test this out. Now, the next thing which I want you to know is, now we're going to put a card here. But what I'm going to do is, my landing page is just going to be this. That's it. They cannot scroll. Do you know why? Because when they come here, we would like this page to give them an experience. Remember, that is how designer must think. Don't simply do a website because you can do a website. It's a low-level seva. It has to be filled with some sort of feeling and experience when they land on it. So when they come here, they must like, wow, okay. And then they're looking at it 30 seconds. That's it, that's it. That's all there is in this page. The rest of the page will all be connected to the next. You know what I'm saying? You need to link it. I hope you still remember how to link, but let's solve this first. First step, let's put a card here. Let's see whether you still remember how to put a card. I hope you can, right? So let's go back to our card. You want to try? Let's try and see. Okay, let's go. I'm going back. Any questions? Let me know. Card styles maybe. Look for it. What do you like? Okay. All this can be done in other pages. All this must be used in other pages. I've still not taught you few things. I've not taught you model. I've not taught you popper. I will soon teach you that also. All right. Okay. Or do you want to have a carousel? A carousel. That means a slide. You need to think. That means, now you think carefully, where am I? Should I have a small slide going on here? Small, not one big. The slide moves, and then there's something. Or should I have a static card here? So this is how you need to think and discuss with your team. So if you have 4 or 5 people in the team, different people create different, and then you compare. Which one looks nice? All right. So you need to decide now, should we put a sliding something here, a slide which moves by itself, or do you want to put just a card? So now I'm going to put a card, but you have to show me a slide. All right. Try in different pages. Okay. Since we are going to have many pages, you're going to try it out. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my Bootstrap. Okay. So let's go back to my card. Okay. I'm going to choose card. What card is there? Let's type again. Card. Okay. Card. You got an image, but this looks like this. It's fine. You can do it. Should we try this? Yeah, you can. Okay. But remember, look at this card. Look at this code. Let me make bigger. It doesn't have a grid. So before you insert a card, you need to have a grid. Correct or not? You need to have a grid, because if not, inserting this, it will not put it in the right position. It might start moving or running out of position. All right, so before you insert any of this, you need a grid. So let's look for a grid first. Okay, so let's look for a grid. I think you know this. Could you paste this grid, please? All right, I just want one column. I don't want too many columns, which means you can remove the rest. So let's copy this. Copy. Okay, I'm going to copy it. Please do it. I'll wait for you. Where will you paste this? You must paste it after all the navigation. Careful, don't put anywhere in between. I'm going to paste it at number 72. I've got this. Let's just have one column. All right, one column. Let's just have one column. The rest of it, please remove. Careful, don't remove the row. So you need to be very careful. Click the partner and remove the partners only. Don't simply delete everything. Then it won't work. Click the partner and just remove the partner. Now click on the row partner. The partner for row is there, division is there, make sure it's there. If not, it won't work or it will be out of shape. Okay. Now you have done this. Have you done this? Okay, you have done this, right? Okay. Now go and pick up your card, please. Go and pick up your card. Your card, let's go back to our card. Where's our card? Let's go to the card. Where's that? Should we put this or you want something longer? I'll leave it to you. Okay, we just choose one. And then later you can choose whatever you like. Okay. All right. So I'm going to just choose this. Okay. I'm going to choose this. Maybe you have a public program coming up. So a single public program, the highlight. Okay. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to copy the first one. All right. I'm going to copy. But of course, we don't have an image. Now, where must you paste this? Careful. You must paste it on the text area. Okay. So here, give some space. Paste. Okay, I've got this done. Make sure the partners are not deleted accidentally. Okay, we've got all this done. Please put your image. Do you have an image? How many images do you have? So images / I've got only one image. pic2.jpg. Okay, save. All right, now. Okay. Let's remove this width, the width, 18 rem. Okay, 18. All right, I'm going to remove this thing, style. I don't want the width for now. All right, I'm going to remove it. Okay, careful. You must remove correctly. Don't delete the unwanted, what do you call, inverted commas. Okay, looks okay to me. Let's save it. But maybe it's going to be very big, but let's see how it looks like. Oh, the image didn't come. Why? Did I copy it wrongly? Let me check. Oh, it's not pic. What's my name of the picture? It's P2. Oh, sorry. Okay, please put right. It's not pic. I think you should get it right. Please put the right name. But now it's too big. You know why it's too big? Why is it too big? Because we didn't specify the size we want. It is taking the entire number 12. Remember the number 12 we learned? You see. So now please specify the column you want. What's the size you want? So let's put large, right? Large, LG. LG you want how many? 3, 4? Let's put 4 and see how it works out. Okay, so let's try it out. LG means large size. Later you can put, it comes out here. Okay, but then my picture is ugly because it doesn't look so nice. Okay, in this case, it doesn't look nice. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, fine. Now, I think it looks great. Now, but however, can you see? So, which means you have a picture here about your public program, maybe. And then you have some explanation here, maybe learn how to meditate. Can you see? Learn how to meditate. And then when you click here, it should take us somewhere. Maybe it goes to download the brochure, or maybe it takes you to another page. Let's do that first. Okay. So now, right now, it doesn't look so nice. Can you give some margin top and make it align, please? Margin top. How can you give a margin top? Where will you give a margin top? You can try on the container. It might work. Margin top MT5. Okay, try. Okay, looks good. But my photo is not correct. It doesn't look so good because maybe you should have a different photo. Okay, doesn't matter. Now, you okay with that? Okay, so let's change it. Okay, done. Okay, so I've got here. Save. Okay, all right, something like this doesn't matter. Okay, good. Now, and right, everybody's okay, good. Now, So that's it. That's it, your front page. Now remember, you need to think, what do you want to highlight on the front page? Is it about meditation? Is it something nice, something good? Now, whatever here you have at the top, that will take you somewhere else. But this one is also going to take you somewhere else. You see? Here you need to decide where it wants to go. Do you want it to take like download brochure? Can you change this, go somewhere to download brochure? Do you know how? Do you know how? Okay. Or register here. When you click register, it will take you to Google. So you need to decide what you want in the front page. Maybe you're selling. What are you selling? Learn to meditate program. Then click here to register. So this is a registration part, but the others will take you into deeper content. Okay, so your homework, make this for me as a Google document. All right, put the link for Google document here. Write down some nice text. Change this photo into something else. Here you can create something else, up to you. So that's your front page. Do that first. Let's do one by one. Remember, my aim is within the next 2-3 classes, you must be able to build an entire web page. Now, let's do next part. So far, okay, right? Now, okay, I hope you're okay. Good. The next part, I'm going to remove nav bar. I don't want nav bar. I just want the page home features and all these things. Can I just leave it there? And change the features, please, to what? What should we put? You want to say about us? Fine. Or do you want to put about us in front? Now, if I ask you, now you tell me, think carefully. When people come onto your page, are you interested to tell them about who Brahma Kumaris is? Or do you want to give them an experience first, a feeling like, wow, I must learn this thing? What would you prefer? So this is how you need to talk to Baba. You see? So if you think, no, we put university here, and then we just explain when it was formed and all those things. That one is called information. That's not an experience. So you need to really think carefully. When they come, what do I want to tell them? Do I just want to give them an information? Information, they can go into other page. They will click all this. Can you see? They will click all this and get the info. That is later. But here, the front page must make sure that it is touching them in some way. Remember, this is where Baba is probably going to touch their feelings. So I want you to think in that way when you create the web page. Wait, am I making sense to you? Is it very difficult to understand? Let me know something. Is it okay? Can, right? Okay, I think so. I think so. Never mind, think about it. Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, now let's move on a little bit. Now, so nav bar, let's remove. Where's the nav bar? Where's my nav bar? Can you please do that for me? Don't delete everything, careful. Okay, all right. Okay, I leave it to you. What do you want to do? Web experience or whatever, but discuss with your team members. Now, nav bar is here. Can you see? Remove the A. A means what? What is the meaning of A? A means clickable. Anything you want clickable, make it A. A means clickable. I'm going to remove the entire A. Don't remove other stuffs, please. Then you have deleted other features. Only delete the nav bar A. The rest don't touch. Got it? Okay. Save. Check and see whether the nav bar is still there. It's still there. You can play with the padding later. Now, every time you do something like this, you need to inspect, please. Inspect. See how it looks like. Are you happy with the face? Are you happy with how it looks like? If not, you have to redo something you didn't put. If you don't put the grid, it will move slightly out of shape. Go for the right phone size. What phone you're using? Okay, check for every phone how it's going to look like. What's the most common phone nowadays? Go for that. Okay, All right. Okay. Then remember, you need to adjust for iPad, which is you need to put in the column, right? Medium size, how many you want, a small size. Okay, all those. I think you should be okay. But okay, I'll still show you. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm now here. Okay, nothing has happened. But all this is here. I'm going to change the feature. All right, let's change to contact us, please. Can you please change contact us? Feature change to contact. Contact us. Pricing, is there pricing? Why is there pricing? Yes, there's a pricing. Change the pricing to, what do you feel? Courses maybe. Okay, all right, courses. Okay, good. Then the drop down link, do you want to put many courses? Yeah, put the courses here, because then you can have multiple courses. On top here, you can put, instead of courses, you can put gallery. Okay, all right, so I'm going to leave that to you. So let's save that thing. Okay, so did the change happen? Please check. Did the change happen? Okay, good. All right. Can right? Okay, now. Okay, everything's good now. Good. Next part. Next part. Now, when I click gallery, it must take me to another page, right? But it's not taking me. Why? Because I don't have a page yet. You see that? So let's go back to my folder. I'm going to create a gallery page. How? Go back to your folder. That's my folder. Okay, go back to your folder. Right? Duplicate the index. Copy and paste again. Copy, paste. It's an index. Copy, change that name to gallery, please. Change the name to gallery. You've got a gallery page. Are you okay? You're doing this? Let's do it together. Let's do it together. Let's take another 15 minutes or so. Right? Because I want you to actually do this stuff and show it to me. Okay. Okay, done. Huh? All right, now open your Sublime. Open your Sublime and drag the gallery inside. Please drag the gallery inside. Drag the gallery inside. Just drag it. Nothing will happen. Okay. Then you can close the folder. Okay, gallery is open. Okay. So let's change this name, title, so that we don't get confused. BK November 13 gallery. Please put that gallery. The first one is BK November 13 index. So right now is gallery. So here is BK November 13 index. This is our project. Okay, save it. Done. And just change the title so that we don't get confused. Okay. Can right? Okay. Good. Now let's go to gallery. Choose gallery, please. Choose gallery. Gallery. Gallery, yeah? Okay. I'm in gallery now, right? Okay. Now let's remove everything. I don't want anything. I want to remove the image on the body. Image. Okay, careful. Huh? That means I'm going to remove my style. I don't want. I'm going to delete that. Can you see that? I'm now in my gallery. I'm going to remove my body style. Don't delete the head, please. Okay, done. I'm also going to remove don't remove the header, don't remove the nav bar, remove the card. Can I leave that to you? Please click on the partner first and then delete partners together. Okay. Don't delete the nav bar. Okay. Leave it as it is. Save it. Save it. Okay, good. Right? We have saved the gallery. Okay. So right now it should appear empty, right? It should appear empty. You want to test it out? Just test it out. Okay. Just test it out. Click on the gallery. That's all. You should get empty, right? You should get empty. Okay, fine. You got that. Okay, everybody getting empty. All right. I'm just repeating this. I did this before, but But since it's going to be part of your homework, I want to make sure you get it right now. Okay, now, so remember, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my index. Please click on your index HTML. You need to make some changes, right? You need to link the gallery to this page. Now, how will you do that? Go to your nav bar, click on the index, click on the index HTML. Scroll down, look for what? What do you look for? You must look for gallery, right? That means when you click gallery, it should take you to gallery. So click on that and please type, must be correct spelling. How did we spell gallery? Gallery.html. If not, it won't work. Please save it. Can you please see, check? Are you getting it? Okay. Save it. Save. But wait, you must also do something else. Because now when you're in index, if you click gallery, it should take you to gallery, right? Now, but if you are, I'm now going back to gallery. I'm going to gallery HTML, click. Now, if you are in gallery, if you click home, where must it take you? Again, my question. If you are in gallery page, and you, right now I'm in gallery, right? If I click home, it should take me to our landing page, my first page. It's not taking. What must you do? Do you still remember? So go to your home. That means if I click home button, it must take me to the home. Home is called what? It's not called home. It's called index.html. Correct? Please save it. Let's test it out. This is your homework. You need to get linked all the pages like this. And every page put something. Send it to me. I would like to really check how you have worked it. Okay? Don't worry, we have time. So, but at least this must get moving. Okay. Have you done that? So I'm going to test it out myself. Brilliant. I came to home. Does it work for you? British has done it. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Now let's click gallery. Yes. Which means now you must do for me everything. Put everything here. All right, put everything here. Whatever you want, just add. Forget the YouTube, all that one can come later. But if you have time, you can do. But you need to add for me more of these buttons here. Careful when you add all this. Don't make mistakes because there's too many codes there. All right, go slow. So when you click, it should take you somewhere. Now on the gallery page, I want to have 3 cards. Come on, let's do that and finish the class. Come on, I want to have 3 cards here. How will you do that? I want to have 3 cards. Come on. Come on, think. If you know how, you must go to Bootstrap. Okay, I'll give you the steps. You try. Go to Bootstrap. Get the container. The row must be there. The container and the row, the grid. Put the grid there. And then column must be there also. Column, 3 column. And then paste what? The cards inside. Can you do that for me, please? Let's go to our Bootstrap. What do you need? You need grid, right? Let's put grid. Where's the grid system? There. The first one looks good. Copy it directly. Paste it where? Paste in your gallery, please. Paste at the right place. I'm going to paste it at 65. Done. Can, right? Let's paste. Let's give some space because I don't want to make mistakes here. Let's give some space so that we separate all of them. Done. Can you see that? Okay, good. Now, go and copy a card for me. A single card. Don't want too many cards. I'm going to go to cards. I'm in Bootstrap now. Am I too fast for you? I think you can understand. Okay, the first one looks good. Do you want to put some text for the card or you don't want? If you don't want, then you choose a different type of card. If you want to explain what the card is all about, Then, okay, I'm going to choose this. I'm going to choose simple one. I'm going to choose this. Image and this. Image and this. Got it? Okay, let's copy this. I'm going to copy this. Copy. Copied it. Copied it. Okay, good. Let's paste it. Where? On the text, please. Please try it. Text. Okay. Okay, don't get confused. That's why you need space, proper space. We don't give proper space, get mixed up then. Hannah. Okay. Don't forget to put your image also. Okay. Remove that style with the width first. Okay. I don't want that style with the width. It's okay. Let's remove the style with the width REM 18 REM. I don't want that. Okay, done. Now then go to your source. Please put your image. I think you know how to do that. Images, right? Slash. I can type all at the same time. You know that, right? Okay, if you don't know, it's okay. Type one by one. I'm going to put p2.jpg because I have only one image. I'm going to save it. Let's see what happens. Gallery. Home. Okay. I've got this coming up. I've got this. But why? Why is it like this? I didn't specify the size. Did I specify the size? I didn't say what size I want. So maybe I want the size to be large 3. Let's try large 3, LG 3. So it looks thinner. I want it to be slim and thin. So I'm going to try large 3. Oh, that's too small, not good. Then you can have 4 pictures. If you want large 3, it becomes 4 pictures. Okay, large 4 is fine. Okay, large 4, fine. Okay, now it is touching the top, margin top. Can you give me some margin top? All right. I think your picture should look nicer because mine is just the simple stuff here. Huh? Okay. Okay. Hopefully, okay. Okay, you all right so far? Okay, good. So let me just take you through one more. You see, I just added color to this. Can you see that? What did I do? Now, if you go to your card body, can you see card body? I just added BG info. BG info is like light green. If you want orange, BG warning. You can go and check in Bootstrap, right? If you want some color, BG warning or BG danger, BG primary. Okay, let's add BG primary also. I just want to show you at the card body, yeah? At the card body, BG primary. Save. Okay. So I've got colors coming. If you want to, but don't make it, make it nice. Okay, and then how do you add the margin top? You need to put it at the container. Where's the container? Margin top. Margin top, you're going to put 5. Okay, try 5. 4 is fine. Okay, that's it. This is your gallery. Can you see that? Now, I'm going to give you 1-2 minutes to get this right. And then I want you to duplicate it until you get 12 images, which means our gallery will have 12 images. Can you do that? I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. Make sure all of you got this clear. Make sure all this clear. Got it? Okay, all clear, right? Okay, so far, okay, good. Okay. Doesn't matter, but at least you understand. So it looks good because you have different pictures. This color you can change accordingly. All right. You can even add border, right? Do you know how to add border? I'm sure you know. Let's go back and try so they don't forget. In the BG warning, I want to add border. How? Type border. Type border. The instruction is at the bootstrap. Border, border, dark. Let's put dark. Save it. This is warning. That means orange. There have got a border. Okay. All this I leave it to you. But now what I want you to do is your homework. The gallery should have at least 12 photos with some wording. All right. So now repeat this thing. How will you repeat this thing? You can't paste one by one anymore. You have to copy the whole container. Where's the container? You must copy the whole container. All right. Click on the partner of container. Please check where's the container. We are now at 65. Now, where are we? 99. So you always copy from bottom to up. Remember, what's our top number? 65. So you start from the bottom and go up to 65, because if not, you'll copy wrong stuffs, and then you will have some additional information which will interfere. Now, I've just copied. I just want to make a line here so that I know. Okay, I'm going to copy it here, paste. Done, right? Okay, I've pasted it. Again, I'm going to put one more line. And then go bottom, paste it again, save it. Let's see, I should have 9 things. Nicely aligned. I leave it to you. You can even play with a different size. Okay, you can even have 4 if you want to. This is your homework, which means when I click home, the home page, beautiful diagram picture here must come. And then when I click gallery, it should take me to gallery. When I click contact, contact information comes out here. Please create for me all those. When you click courses, put Hindi, English, your whatever, Greece, French, whatever, Greek, whatever. All right, comes up. And then when they click, I should take me to another page. Is that possible for you? How will you do that? That means you must create hindi.html, another page. So when I click the first one, Hindi, it takes me to hindi.html. Are you clear? It should take me there. Hindi.html. Let's try it. Let's make sure you are clear. Let's make sure you are clear. Okay, so let's go back. This is okay, right? Gallery is okay. Now, there's also one more thing which I want to show you. Sometimes your image might be very big, very colorful. And so this gray thing might be an obstacle, this gray color. So just remove the gray. How do you remove the gray? Go to your index. Can you see the nav bar? Can you see the last part, background light? Just remove that. Just remove, delete the background light, the BG light. The background should go away. Can you see no more background? Because your image is not taking very big. But if the image is small, you can maintain that border. Again, I leave it to you. Okay? All right. So I'm going to undo that, save it. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the last one and then we'll finish. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to click this and then it should take me to Hindi. So first thing I want you to do is let's go back to our folder. Copy one more time, please. Copy anyone. Copy index again. Let's make a copy index. Copy. Copy. Paste. Copy and paste. All right. Call it what? Call it Hindi. Yeah, call it Hindi. Hindi. Spelling must be correct, which means whatever you type here is the same thing you type everywhere. Okay, click Hindi, please. Click Hindi. How does it look like? It looks like this. Okay, but I'm not interested in this. So now let's go back to the Hindi file. drag it into your subline. If you have too many stuff here, let's close the gallery. I'm going to close my gallery. Okay, I'm going to drag my Hindi here. Hindi, done, right? Hindi, okay. Remove all the unwanted stuffs. Let's remove all the unwanted stuff, which is what? Remove the body style, the style and the body. Go slow, don't rush. Style, just like just now. And remove the whatever containers which we have. 82 to 65. Container 64. Good. Okay, so I've deleted. Now please recheck and call it Hindi, please. Title is no more index. Title is Hindi. Okay, save it. Are you okay? Hindi. Oh, I got a mistake here. What's my mistake? See, this is a mistake. What's a mistake? You don't type hindi.html. That's wrong. Change the name. That's not right. Why? Because it's just Hindi. The HTML is automatic. The HTML, once you see this logo coming out by the side, it's automatically HTML. It's written here. So if you put HTML, then it's twice. So we just put Hindi. That's good enough. Okay. All right. So leave that. Okay. Oh, I see wrong. Again, wrong, huh? Okay, which means I'm going to save this. That's wrong. So anyway, so just save it first, see what happens. Hindi, click here. Save it, then it will ask, do you replace it? Yeah. Okay. If not, redo it again. Okay, so you're clear now. So I've deleted. Let's click Hindi, see what comes up. Should be empty, right? This is Hindi. Okay, so just to make sure we are on the right track, I'm just going to put a H1 here. I'm going to put a H1 saying it's Hindi. Okay, just to make sure, Okay, saved it. I just type Hindi here. Okay, save it. Hindi is here, good. Now you're clear, right? Let's click home. But of course you can't because it's not linked. Okay, the gallery is here right now. Okay, good. Now, right now, where are we? We are in gallery. So if I go to my home, I'm home, right? Now, go to your course. Remember this, I want it to be Hindi. Hindi, yeah? All right, so let's go back to my index. And look for the action. Remember the action? Change it to Hindi. I'm now in my index. I'll go to your index. Go to that courses, right? Courses. And then look, when you click, the action comes out, right? So this I want to change to Hindi. Look for it, please. Quickly look for it. Let's look for it. It's in my 58. I'm at 58. I'm going to change that to Hindi. All right, Hindi. Done. I need to link it. What's my link? Please put your href link. What's the link? What's the name of the Hindi file? So let's type Hindi, right? Is it small h or big H? It has to be exactly same. If not, it won't read. I think I put small h. Okay. Yeah, it is small h. That the title is it. Save it, please. Save. And so every page has to be linked. Okay. All right. So done, huh? Okay, done. Let's refresh. Hindi is here. It brought me to Hindi. Can you see that? So remember, now you're in a Hindi page. You need to make sure you link it back to home. Contact, gallery. See, gallery is linked. Click course. This is not linked. In my gallery, I don't have a Hindi yet. So the best way is to set your, that means before you create many pages, because it's going to be wasting time. When you create the index page, remember the index page? Make all the connection in the index page first. and then only duplicate and copy. So in that way, you don't have to do multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Huh? That means I'm saying, don't create the gallery HTML, don't create this HTML, or create the index HTML, which is this. That means from here, make sure the link is all done first. Then you duplicate. Then automatically it is inside everything. If not, if you duplicate first and then make changes here, everything one by one, you must make changes. Like what we are doing now. It's a bit troublesome, but I'm just showing you to learn. All right, so you got it? Okay, now let's go back here. Okay, so Hindi, but if I click home, it's not taking me because it's not linked. But I've linked gallery and Hindi, so it's taking me back. So you need to link like this. So got it, huh? So you need to do this for me, this for me, this for me, this for me, all this, at least 4 stuff. Change all this for me, change all this for me. Each page, you need to do something for me, all right? You okay? But the first page has to be impressive if possible, at least this week. If not possible, following week must become impressed, okay? Now also remember, I want you to link this. How to link this? How to link go somewhere? Where do you want to go? This should take you where? Download. Let's change this to download. I'm now in my home index. So where is this? How do you change the download? Let's quickly do that. How do you change the download? Look for the card. Where's the card? There, go somewhere. Can you see I'm at 82? 82, 82. Download or register. Please register. Okay. All right. Save. Now remember the href. What's in the href? You need to put your Google document to register. Are you okay? But right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play around and say just hindi.html just to see whether it works. Are you okay? All right. Pritesh is asking me a question. In courses option, how to make Hindi as another drop down? That means you, okay, let's save this first. I'm going to click this. Register, right? It's taking me somewhere else. Make sure it takes you to the Google Doc. Now, Pritesh, if I'm not mistaken, you're asking me to create one more here as Hindi. Is that what you're saying? Say, tell me yes or no. That means you want, or within the courses. That means like Hindi, French, German, one more down here. Is that what you're saying? Please answer me yes or no so I know what exactly. That means like instead of 3, you want an additional Hindi drop down. Meaning what? Huh? You want the words in Hindi, is it? I don't quite get you. Hindi becomes another drop. Oh, so here when you click Hindi, okay. All right, so that means you don't want it to go into this page. Rather than that, okay, I understand what you're saying. Okay, that means what you're saying is, if I click this, if I click Hindi, there should be more options. There should be more Hindi 1, Hindi 2, Hindi 3, Hindi 4. Is that what you're asking me? Okay. It can be done. It can be done. But the other option is take them to the Hindi page and then give them all the options here. Hindi 1, Hindi 2, Hindi 3, Hindi 4, Hindi 5. So they can always be in the Hindi page. You know what I'm saying? So that's one option, but definitely I'll show you that. Because if you do this, if you click Hindi, it will take you to Hindi 1. Then if they want to go back to Hindi 2, they have to come back to this page and then click Hindi 2. So that might be difficult, but it still can be done. Okay, what's the time? Okay, now I'll just quickly tell you, you try and see. You try and see. Okay, this is what you have to do. Right. Where are we now? I'm now in the courses. No, I'm now in the home. Okay. Very quickly, I'll show you. You try. If cannot, it's okay. Now, Now you see what has happened here. Okay. So this is our course button. Okay, we have Hindi here. So, oh, this is going to take time by. Because you need to create some space here and add, you see, can you see these three things here? I need to copy this and put it back as if they are children of the Hindi. Right now, these three things are children of this course, the parent. The course is the parent, and these are the children. So now I need to make the Hindi as a sub-parent, and the three children will come inside. It's going to take some time. Maybe we'll touch later. All right. Okay. No problem. I will show you that definitely. All right. Okay. Guys, so okay, all brothers and sisters, I'm sure you're okay with that. All right. That is possible. I leave it to you to explore first. Now, again, what's your homework again? You need to do all these pages. Each page is different, and each page must be linked. Okay, so that's one. Okay, number two, I need to show you how to send the files to me, correct? Okay, good. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to send all this. But sending all this, sometimes Google won't allow because these are codes. So Google will think, hey, these are virus. So they won't allow you to download. What you have to do is go here, all right? Please zip it. Zip the file. Right? Zip the file and then email me the file. Are you okay? Email the zip file. That's possible. Of course, don't put November 13. You put November 13 and please put your name beside. Because if all of you send, I'll get confused. Put your name beside. Okay? So now, I hope you're okay. So I'm going to give you my email. So if I'm not sure whether you have it, but please send to me. Don't hesitate to ask me anything. Okay. Gmail.com. Okay. Right. Please send to me. Okay. Normally I will check every Friday because that's the only free time I have. So you have some Fridays, all right? So send it to me, then I'll quickly go through it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for listening so patiently. All right. Let's try our best. Any problem, let me know. You have my phone number also. Just WhatsApp to me directly. All right. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to close this stuff. Any question you have? Okay. Very good. Thank you. All right. Okay. Let's close all this. Huh? Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Anything else you would like to ask me, let me know. If not, Chaya Ben, we will have Baba's remembrance for a while. So tomorrow there's no class. I shall see you next week. Okay. Om Shanti.
सुनना भी इबादत है उसे दिल की सुनाना उस रब का